Hi, this is Divine Love, Light, and Wisdom with Lynn. I'm Lynn. I will never DM you or ask you for money. If someone has, just know that's not me. Today, I've been guided to use this Oracle cards, Healing with the Fairies from Doreen Virtue. And I've shuffled them. I put protection. I've also asked for guidance, not only for myself, but for everybody else who's listening, because this is for the collective. Just follow on your intuition, your clarity. Perhaps I'll say something it does not resonate, but the card does, and just follow what feels right for you. I did have a jumper, and today's jumper is detoxification. Now, detoxification can be on all kinds of level. Perhaps you need to do a detox, like a health detox. There's different detoxes and regimes that people will do. Perhaps it's an Epsom salt bath with some essential oils, some sea salt, some baking soda that will help detox any minerals, any heavy metals that might be in your body. There's other kinds of detoxes as well. It could also be to detox from self-judgment, judgment of others, negative thought forms. It could be just detoxing in nature, grounding, feeling nature around you, allowing them and asking them to help you heal, to let go of what no longer serves you. We will revisit this card, but for now, I'm just going to leave it where it is, and we'll see what else the reading has in store for us. Family harmony. Family harmony. Perhaps the detoxification is needed in order to help the family harmony. What does that mean for you? Does that mean letting go of certain people in your life? Does that mean that by detoxing your thought forms, by detoxing your body, by detoxing what no longer serves you, will help your family be in better harmony? It could also mean that your family members are healing. As you hold loving thoughts and feelings about the souls involved, and that includes yourself, don't forget yourself as well, you experience genuine harmony within your family. So, like I said earlier, the detoxification can also be about thought forms, about judgments. And perhaps that needs to happen in order to allow more family harmony, that energy. Because when we think negative things about people, and we've all done it, what we don't realize is sometimes those thought forms will stick to them. And it doesn't help them. It doesn't help them. It kind of weighs them down. It doesn't help them rise. And sometimes that's hard not to do that. It's hard not to have that judgment. It's hard not to have that opinion. But we can self-correct, and we can be the adults. And I'm not talking about age-wise. I'm talking about soul-wise. And we can go within and find the forgiveness, find the unconditional love, find the positive, so that we can help uplift instead of drag down. Even if in the reality you're in, that it might be a truth, try to see it in a different light. And perhaps they will be able to see themselves in a different light, and they will act accordingly. And have patience. Have patience, especially when it comes to family members. Sometimes that's the hardest. You know, when they say, do you want to know if you're really awakened, if you're really spiritual? Go spend some time with your family members. I'm talking about a large group of them. And we'll see how long that lasts. And that's really the truth. But it's also not about shaming yourself or being hard on yourself. We're all growing. And so try to see the bright light within them. Try to see the God spark within them. Try to see the positive that's within them. So try to detoxify, again, those judgments, the negative thought forms. And sending blessings and prayers to that person and your relationship will show signs of improvement. It really will. When someone hurts us on some level and we send them healing, love, and light, that not only makes us feel better, but on some level will help them. And of course, they have free will. They can choose to accept that energy or not. But it will make a difference if they choose to allow it. Now let's try this affirmation and see if that feels and resonates with you. I see the goodness within each member of my family. My family is harmonious and filled with love and joy. So now let's continue with that. And I just noticed that. Look at what she's holding. She's holding this beautiful light, or at least it looks like it is. Now, she's probably holding that light for someone, so she can send it to someone who truly needs it right now. Someone who truly can't see their own God spark within, their own light within. So let's see. Beauty. Beauty. Now, what does that look like to you? What does beauty look like to you? Is it an exterior beauty, or is it the interior beauty? The beauty that's within. What does that mean for you? And at the end of the day, it's about appreciate, amplify your natural attractiveness. Your beauty is the most apparent when you're happy and satisfied. When you're happy and satisfied, you glow. You glow, and the inner beauty just shines outwards. We all have our own beauty in different ways. And one thing you could try to tell yourself in a positive, affirming way is, my inner light radiates through every pore and cell of my body, and everyone is attracted to my inner and outer beauty. You know, sometimes we just need to invest a little bit of time to ourselves. We need the downtime. We need to look at ourselves in a different way. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. You are so beautiful. And you radiate inwards to outwards. And really mean it and feel it. Because sometimes we can't see our own beauty. Sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror and say those words to ourselves. But just know that within you is a God spark, a beautiful light, the brightest light possible, the beautiful unconditional love, and allow that to radiate outwards. Because you're exactly who you're meant to be. And now let's try this affirmation. My inner and outer selves are radiantly attractive now. I love my beautiful self. Yes, and that's what I was just saying. Sometimes we just need to love ourselves to realize. And the more we love ourselves, not in an egoic way, just in a way we know our soul, we love ourselves, it will shine through and people will feel that. And they will entrain to that. So even those who don't feel this way, for some reason, their vibration will raise when you raise your vibration. They will feel that within themselves on some level, of course, if they choose. So let's see. I'm going to see one more card. Look inside yourself. Yes, look inside yourself. Look inside yourself to see the beauty that's within you. What is it that you have? What talents do you have? It doesn't have to be grandiose. It could just be the talent of being kind, the talent of being able to smile at someone and to shift their energy, to shift their moods. It could just be that you're very good at service to others. And also, it's also saying, though, is it's good to be of service to others, but at the same time, not to your detriment, And sometimes when people feel empty, they try to fill someone's cup. And there's nothing wrong with filling someone's cup, but not to your detriment. Not to the point where you feel that that's the only way that you have value. You know, we want to be helpful to others and help others, but not only because we think it's going to fill up our cup. But do it without expectation. Do it out of unconditional love, but know that we don't need to do anything in order to be loved. Because Source, God creative all that is, always loves us. And I'm talking about the true Source, God creative all that is. Not the one who's false, not the one that's distorted, not the one that expects sacrifice from you, not the one that expects you to bear down to the bones to the point where you have nothing left to give to yourself and others. Because that is not what we're meant to do. That's not who we're meant to be. And let me see. Let's see if they have anything in here. And what the fairies are trying to remind you is the only source of true fulfillment is by connecting with your spirit within. Have a mental conversation with the Creator and feel yourself filled with divine love. Yeah, because if you're expecting anything from others and you're expecting to fill yourself up with that, it's not going to happen. You're meant to be of service when you're meant to be of service to others, when you're guided, but not to fulfill yourself, not to fill yourself up with the light. That you don't need to do that. You could just connect with Source and have a heartfelt conversation and just realize that you have the God spark within. You are connected. And you can receive that continuously without doing anything. And another thing too that we can often do too is meditate. And see what your soul, what your inner guidance is telling you. You know, when I do something, I often will give complimentary treatments, complimentary services. When I do that, I'm guided to do that. It's an innate guidance. I don't do it just because I think I'll get something from it. I don't do it because I want to be liked. I do it because I'm guided. I'm guided by Source. And when I do give and I'm guided by Source and I listen to that intuition, to that inkling, to that voice, I'm fulfilled either way. So it's just another way of explaining things. You know, if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel good, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons, don't do it. Here's an affirmation. I have great beauty and light inside me right now. I tap into all the knowledge of the universe. Now, I think what this is really about is seeing your inner beauty, knowing your inner worth, knowing that there's nothing you really need to do. We do things, and we do things because we chose to experience things in this world, but not to get love. You shouldn't have to do that. And if someone expects you to give, while they take, and they only give you little crumbs, that's not love. That's not love. Give to give out of pureness of your heart, but don't allow it to make you think that you have to give in order to get love. Family harmony. What is it in your family that you need to do? What is it you need to stand back, maybe? Just stand back. And also send prayers and good thoughts and positive thoughts about the situation, that person or persons. Detoxification. Perhaps you need an Epsom salt bath. You can add some sea salt, a little bit of baking soda. You can add essential oils, but when you add essential oils, you do have to add a carrier oil. It could be olive oil, a small amount. And just know that if you have health issues, high blood pressure, or anything else, please talk to your doctor first. Because although these are generally very beneficial, for some people, it's just not what they should be doing. Or maybe very moderately, or not in a hot bath, perhaps in a lukewarm bath. But at the end of the day, if you have health issues, please talk to your practitioner of your choice, whether it's a medical doctor or a homeopath, whatever that may be. So having said that, you can go on different platforms to view some of my videos, but also you can either message me on Facebook or WhatsApp, and you can ask me about my services. You can book, and if you don't want to book, that's fine. If you have any questions, please feel free. There is nothing attached to it. If you choose that you're not interested in my services, you don't align with me or my services, there is no issues. I will not continue to harass you or contact you. So at the end of the day, and that would be a divine love, light, and wisdom with Lynn. Lynn is Lyne. Namaste. Amen.